Welcome to Ravendawn, and look at this map. This is absolutely massive. So starting out here, we're down in Raven Crest. Just want to go over some quick tips and tricks for people that are just getting started. A lot of people are asking where the MOA, blacksmithing, banks, vendors, the trash collector. This is a really big one for newcomers. The game doesn't really give you this information. That's where you're going to sell everything that you don't want to keep. Pretty much anything he buys is going to be stuff that you don't need for anything else. It's just a source of income. Later on, you'll unlock different vendors that'll purchase creature products, different things along those lines. So feel comfortable. You can pretty much just sell everything that he buys here. Now he does buy different quality of materials. You won't really come across any of these until later on, but keep in mind they are there in case it's relevant to you. So right beside us here, this is the shrine. That's the teleporter. We'll come back to that. Over on this bottom right corner in the actual city district, this is your instance location for your farm. You'll come into that more when you start buying a house and things like that, but for now this is the auction house, or market is what they call it in this game. Standard auction house. Open it up. This is where players sell things to each other. Pretty much anything that can be sold, anything that's not sell bound, you're going to find it here. There's people that are crafting and earning income. There's a lot of ways to make money here. This is going to be the fastest way to gear your character. Crafting in this game is very tedious, and these prices are pretty easy to come by just doing the normal questing through the game. Mount up. Mounting is with Control R. All the keybinds in your hotkey bars can be re-keyed. You can set them to whatever you want by right-clicking on that menu. This is the farmer, and he'll actually take care of things here. So nothing is going to overripe and expire. This is an instance location. It's only for you, so nobody can come here. They can't steal your stuff. It's mostly just an introduction to teach you how to do it. Also a way to gather some materials until later on when you're able to buy a house or a farm plot of your own. That is very expensive. I think the smallest ones you can get right now are 10,000, and then it has an upkeep cost, like a rent. I think it was 8,000 for the cheapest one on the market right now, and it goes up quite a bit from there. So you can't place these directly next to each other, so a little bit of a game of Tetris here, figuring out what you can fit where, try to maximize the space. You do only get these 4 plots basically, and the bigger things like trees and cotton take up more. So there are different options. You can water them to get extra yield, gather. You got to go through the mini game here, just about the way you do everything else in this game. And these are multi-harvest, so that will grow back and you can harvest it again. The smaller things, crops, potatoes, corn, everything like that, it's pretty much a one-time use, and then you have to replant. Definitely enjoying this game so far. There's so much exploration. It's just really cool to experience something for the first time with all of you guys also. It's just been great. There's so much community feedback on this. It's really great to see everybody helping each other out. This is an open world PvP game. We'll touch base a bit on more on that later. So bottom right, you've got your menu options. Just in case you don't know the hotkeys yet, you can find just about everything you need here. Professions and passives, these are really important. There's so much synergy that goes between these. If you want to change your archetype once you're level 15, you can change all 3 of them. You're not locked into any of your primaries. You can change them at any time. Your first 3 that you unlock do level scale with you. After that, you'll be forced to level it up. It's a really quick process. Basically, just don't change all 3 of them once you're a high level, or you have to start back with limited skills until you reopen them. Character screen here goes over all your stats, all your modifiers, comes from gear, equipment, and then of course your raw skill points. Customize menu, you can change the color, 4 options on your character, quick outfits, you can see any other outfits that you have. I know they do plan to release all outfits, but at this time, only your primary archetype is your outfit. There are add-ons that you can get through different questing through the game. So take a look back at this map. This is absolutely massive. I'm excited to explore this. Your quest markers, again on the map. If you're looking for places to mine copper, a lot of people are curious. It's here in the mines. This is the best place that we found. And each zone has either a safe, protected zone or wartime zone. And you can tell that by the bird or the sword icons on the map. So over here is where you get your fishing rod. There's NPCs over there for quests. You can actually sell fish and trade packs and things at that location. Also, around your compass, there's your house icon will track all your plants that are growing. It'll show you the time remaining. You can actually click these to go teleport to your house, or that'll open the map to show you where it's at in case you are on teleport cooldown. So your reputations, these are a bit confusing for people. You can unlock one of each tier. If you unlock 2 in the first tier, you can unlock 2 in the third tier, 3 in the first tier, 3 in the second tier, 3 in the third tier. You have to, it's a pyramid. You have to at least unlock that many in the first tier to be able to unlock future ones. It's unclear if you're going to be able to unlock all of them. That would take an extreme amount of reputation. I guess it's possible. So your channels are your instances within the game world. And in war mode, there are no peaceful villages, so the entire place is going to be chaos. Those of you that come from Tibia will be used to that. That'll be more of what you're used to. Your battle icon is, I personally delete all players. I leave monsters on, and then I like to sort by closest distance. You can do that in this screen here. This allows me to tab target the creature that's closest to me, which is really important. You don't want to be tab targeting things that are off your screen, at the edge of your screen. The aggro in this game is actually really cool. Monsters have like a range of vision, where in other games like Tibia, as soon as you see him, he's coming after you. So a lot of people get tripped up on how to edit the UI. They'll click these buttons at the bottom, move it, can't figure out how to go back. This is fully customizable. You can move anything you want here to suit your playstyle and your preference. Really, the hotkeys at the bottom are the only ones that you focus on at this time, but you're welcome to put it wherever you want. So these are your basic settings. Windows menu, you can change the size of things. A lot of different options in here to play with for those that like things a certain way. Another big thing is set your tab targeting to 10, which I believe is the max right now. This will help a lot of the tab targeting issues that people are complaining about. I as well scale my UI down just a little bit. I think it's a bit large at the beginning. It looks a lot nicer this way. So just again, settings, window, edit UI. That'll allow you to move anything you want, get things corrected. You can add ability bars. K is your skill tree. Shows you what your profession is. What your archetype is. It's a combination of all three. There's something like 58 different class options in here, and you can reset all of them at any time. It does give you warnings that if you reset them, they have to be reskilled, as only the first 3 do scale with your level. Also, the mini-map, if there's an open route, if you click somewhere that doesn't have an occupied space with a building or an NPC or a wall, you can click and it will do its best to get you there. It's not a perfect pathing, but when you're out in the wilderness, you can actually zoom your minimap way out, click somewhere way off in the distance, do something else. You're not forced to sit there and walk your character all the way across the map, because this is a very large game world. Head back up here, I will show you the teleport shrines. There is fast travel available for free to count and VIP premium memberships, and all the fast travels are unlocked by default. However, until you reach them or until you're the correct level, you are restricted from going into places that would obviously be way too hard for your character. You can see that if you try to travel, it'll tell you don't have access to that region. Whereas if you click on one that you've ventured to before and or is reasonable, for your character level. It'll take you right there. No loading screens. Quick and easy. So here's the mini-map. You can actually change it from full screen to windowed. One cool thing, while the map is open, you can travel around to see where you're at. I mean, your character is the small dot at the bottom of the triangle of your portrait. No idea why they chose to use a portrait there. That's kind of crazy. You can turn different markers on and off just to sort, declutter, find exactly what you're looking for. They are in the process of naming a lot of the vendors. They're not all in there, so some of them are still blank, but I've seen several come up recently. Thanks again, guys.